traders, Raghee here, and in this update we're going to do, I don't think we've done this in a little while, the trade this, not that. Y'all remember the eat this, not that books? Well, this is sort of that, only for trades. And with the indices starting to reorganize as we kick off the month of November, in the case of the NAS, teasing an uptrend, in the case of the S&P, futures now into the third session of a double green 8, 13, 21, 34 exponential moving average uptrend, with the Dow futures, just like the NAS, one full session in double green, and even taking a look at some of the stronger commodities like the crude oil market. There's some decent trends in this market. However, probably the trickiest aspect of going into the end of the year is, does the NASDAQ continue higher? Does the S&P continue higher? Or maybe better yet, do I trade the S&P or do I trade something else? So let's get into the trade this, not that, at the sector level, sector versus index in many of these cases. Let's start with the NAS since we're here. Do I want to trade the NASDAQ? Well, not until it pulls back, because once we go to a double green 8, 13, 21, 34 EMA structure, I need a retracement. That's all that a pullback means. Find a trend, wait for it to pull back. That's buy the dip. But notice the first step is find the trend. Well, nowhere within the NAS is the trend stronger than the absolutely parabolic 8 EMA lit up consumer discretionary. Now, we could say that's been, in many ways, led by Tesla. Absolutely, but let's not count out things like Home Depot. In lieu of XLY, or even in lieu of the NAS, I would look to trade XLY or Home Depot on a pullback. And if we dive into other uptrends within XLY, I'd rather trade that. Now, in terms of weakness, for those of you that are wondering, what if the NAS rolls over? What if we see weakness in a trade this, not that scenario? For those of you that want to be sellers, bears, XLC. Cue that up. Take a look at the double red setups in XLC or the stocks within it. All right, what about the S&P? All right, S&P has a slightly better organized uptrend. Do I want to buy dips in the S&P? I think the 8 exponential would be valid, but, well, in trade this, not that, financials are going to win out. And I don't just mean XLF, but I mean KRE as well. KRE is a trade that we took in the options room. It's a setup that we put in my mastery. It's a setup that we put in my live trading for my ETF formula class. I like this. And notice, it doesn't matter the room. It doesn't matter the asset class. We are looking at the S&P, and then we're breaking down the S&P to its best parts. We say, you know what? We really like the financials, and we really like regional banks. That's the trade within this narrative of a larger umbrella of the S&P index. So we're going to keep playing pullbacks on KRE. When we get over to the Dow, it gets interesting, because the Dow really is weighted by XLF and XLK. That's number one, that's number two. XLK went double green before the NASDAQ futures did, right? So did QQQ for that matter, but XLK going double green allows us to take advantage specifically of Apple, which I'm not crazy about, to be quite frank, and Microsoft. In a game of trade this, not that, I take Microsoft over Apple. So trade this, not that. I'm trying to be, I'm trying to be kind of fun with it, but at the same time, it's relative performance, gang. And we don't have to make this tricky or confusing. It's really about what is the better version of an uptrend? What's the better version of a downtrend? Where's the clarity? Clarity is seldom going to be in chop. You're going to want to prioritize the trends. A lot of folks ask me, Rob, would you short Facebook? Absolutely. I'd look for another pattern identical to what we saw in mid-October. If we can get a pattern like that here again, it's on, right? That would be a great performer to the downside. I don't know that I want to short the Qs, but the trade this, not that for bearishness would start at XLC and probably migrate to Facebook. That's what it's all about. Hope that's helpful. If you have any questions, I know this might be a little different, but it's really relative outperformance. It's really about finding trends. Leave them here at the YouTube site. Thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you might want to see in a future update. Let me know. Be good to each other, and I'll see you in the next update. Hey traders, Raghee from Simpler Trading. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like and a comment below. And remember, subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll get notified of the next update. And when you're ready to join me for live trading, be sure to head on over to simplertrading.com. I'll see you in the next update.